Well, Palestinian rights groups are warning that Israel's so-called general's plan is already in motion in northern Gaza. Now, according to reports, the plan aims to prevent humanitarian aid from reaching the north using starvation as leverage. It reportedly consists of two stages. The first is to empty northern Gaza of its residents by laying a full siege. Anyone remaining will be targeted as a legitimate military target. The second phase is to transform the north into a closed military zone under full blockade. Israel will deny the entry of supplies, including food, water and fuel. Let's bring in Luciano Zaccara, Associate Professor of Gulf Politics with the Gulf Studies Center at Qatar University. Luciano, what do you think is going on in the north of Gaza? Is this a deliberate plan on Israel's part of a policy of starvation?
I think this is the first time that we see clearly what they want. I mean, they are making explicit what they have been doing since a long time ago. I mean, if you remember a few months ago or several months ago when there were concerns about, or there were claims from the United Nations Security Council to guarantee the access of humanitarian aid through Rafah border, that they were asking for 500 trucks a day to enter. Three United Nations Security Council resolutions that nobody cared that much. You have to remember the port that was built by the United States, the parachutes they were throwing food. They are all in the past. Nobody remember. But since then until now, there was always this starvation policy in place. But now, for the first time, they make it explicit. And this reflects that they were failing in their objective. I mean, they mobilized people from the north to the south already 2 times. And now again, they keep saying that the problem has not been solved according to them, that the objective of eliminating Hamas is not there. So the only way they can do this is to make explicit something that they have been doing, starving people, to force them to either to report who is a Hamas member or to kill them by starving not only the Hamas member, but the rest of the people that they are living there.
And once again, they say, you know, they order these evacuation orders. But again, these people have nowhere to go. And those that try to leave are then bombed or attacked.
Exactly. I mean, this has been also since the very beginning. No safe zone. I mean, every time we heard that there was a mobilization of people to a safe zone in order to be protected civilians and separate them from combatants, it never worked because they keep killing people, they keep attacking hospitals, they keep attacking tents. We have witnessed many of them. And however, nothing happened. Now we hear that the United States is saying in the United Nations that a starvation would happen or would be terrible. I mean, it has been happening since a long time ago. The reports about kids starving since November, December, they have been visible. So it's a kind of hypocrisy or hypocritical way of approaching that by the United States.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, also, that apparently there's this letter sent by the Biden administration giving Israel 30 days to improve the humanitarian situation in Gaza. And the 30-day figure is interesting because that takes us after the election, doesn't it? Exactly.
I mean, he will be in lame duck, so nothing will be done by him. And Israel is aware of that. So Israel has been pushing this to the elections to see whether Trump or Harris would have a better approach to Israel, and they managed to do it. A letter saying that after there were many concerns expressed by the U.S. since April, March, and with threats of cutting or at least reducing or holding the delivery of arms, now it makes no sense. So it's something that Biden administration is done, whether Kamala Harris or Trump's win. So the objective of the Israeli government to extend this conflict until nobody can tell them anything is very close to be reached.
OK, thank you for that. Luciano Zaccara, Associate Professor of Gulf Politics. Thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.